The big thing to watch is, can Republicans pick up 5 seats tonight? That is the math we're going to be keeping an eye on. That's the current breakdown right now. 220 Democrats, 212 Republicans. We'll start just north of the 5 boroughs in New York 17. This is where Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney, the DCCC chair, is trying to keep a hold of this district. For Republicans, not only would this be a good pickup for them in their quest to flip 5 seats, it would also be a very big symbolic victory for them because he is in charge of the House Democrats campaign arm. He's in charge of keeping the Democrats in power in the House.
What about the balance of power in the U.S. Senate? Where do things stand there?
Right, so guys, if we can pull that up on the map right here. There we go. So as it stands right now, you have 45 Democratic seats plus the 2 independents that caucus with them, so that's 47, and then 45 Republican seats called. All of this from the Associated Press, with just 8 outstanding. Now, we do have a couple more races that have been called since the last time we went through some of these, so let's tick through some of the ones that we've been watching. That includes the Ohio contest between J.D. Vance and Tim Ryan. You saw this moderate challenge from Tim Ryan in that state, trying to perhaps make some inroads in a state that has been slowly falling away from the Democrats. Well, it wasn't enough. J.D. Vance winning that race with 54% of the vote. One thing, I was just looking at the maps before we came on air. In Georgia, where are these outstanding votes at? There are still a fair number of counties in the Atlanta area, which is, of course, the Democratic stronghold in that state that is helping push it, as we saw during the 2020 contest, into the blue column. There's still a fair amount of votes outstanding in that region.
At the beginning of this election cycle, Democrats had thought they would pick up seats in New York.
This was supposed to be the state where they could hold on and the buffer.
Yeah.
This was a place where they could have actually added some seats under that original map that was proposed by the legislature that was ultimately shot down. And instead, it potentially, based on what we're seeing from the numbers so far, obviously there's still votes to count. This takes time. But it's looking like it's going to be a place where Republicans pick up steam.
I don't think you can underestimate how much redistricting hurt the Democrats in New York.
By creating a lot of battlegrounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The Republicans are not going to have this giant majority in the House, which is going to make operations pretty difficult for whoever is elected speaker there. Be it Kevin McCarthy or someone else, because there are different factions within the Republican caucus, including the Marjorie Taylor Greenes of the world. But at the end of the day, the roadway to a majority for the House Republicans is built through New York. As it stands right now, all eyes need to be on Arizona and Nevada, because if Democrats are able to win both of those seats, which are likely to be called within the next few days, unless voting becomes somewhat traumatic for all of us, then we could know if we need to even care about the runoff that is likely to happen in Georgia come December. If Schumer is able to get those 2 wins in Nevada and Arizona, he's going to be majority leader for another 2 years.